Hey you guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and I'm a first semester nursing school student. So now that I've been in nursing school for a couple of weeks now, I've come to the realization that there are some things as a pre-nursing student that I wish that I would have known. So for today's video, I wanted to share with my pre-nursing students some tips and advice to help you out before you start nursing school. My first tip for my pre-nursing students is start early. And what I mean by this is as you're taking your general ed classes, have a list or some type of visualization as to which general ed classes you need and which prerequisite classes you need. Having everything really organized and knowing what you need to tackle in order to get into nursing school is going to better help you to schedule your classes efficiently and know what you need to do in order to get to nursing school. For my pre-nursing students that are in high school, I would highly recommend taking AP classes. An AP class is basically an advanced placement class that is like a college course, and if you pass the AP exam, you basically can waive taking that general ed class in college. This is going to be super helpful because not only can you get ahead of the game, but taking away those GEs will help you to focus more so on the prerequisites like anatomy, physio, and micro, and not so much about the GEs that are kind of, if we're being real, really lame. My second tip for my pre-nursing students is to do really well on your prerequisite classes, specifically anatomy and physiology. Now that I'm in nursing school, anatomy and physiology are two fundamental, super critical, important classes that are going to come in handy in nursing school. When you go into nursing school, they expect you to already completely know your anatomy and physiology and have that down, have everything memorized and down to a T. And so if you just kind of coast in those classes and just get a C or get a B in those classes and not really apply yourself, when you get to nursing school, you are going to be like, what in the world is happening? I know I've definitely had to review a lot of anatomy and physiology, and it's definitely been a lot more work than what I really would like. So if you are taking those classes or you're going to be taking those classes, make sure you really focus and study and do really well in those classes. Another reason why you're going to want to do really well in those classes is because getting into nursing school is really hard. I live in California, and to get into a nursing program here is super competitive. A lot of schools don't even have B averages, it's mainly A averages. So getting an A in those classes is especially important. My next tip for my pre-nursing students is to save as much money as you can. And the reason why I say this is because when you start nursing school, and everyone's different, this is just kind of my personal take on it. When you start nursing school, you're not going to want to work. I personally work part-time, and if I had the opportunity to not work, I wouldn't, because I just want to spend most of my time studying because I personally like to do really well in my classes. And being in nursing school, you want to be like a sponge, you want to absorb everything, and having to work and having to be distracted by work kind of sucks sometimes. So if you have a job or if you're able to save, I would highly recommend saving, so then that way when you get into nursing school, you don't have to work. Also, nursing school can be kind of pricey. My program gave us an estimated cost during our orientation and during our nursing boot camp. But a lot of expenses come up. Like, you have to also consider living expenses and gas and getting your stethoscope, getting nursing shoes, just things that you wouldn't really think about that are separate from your books and separate from your tuition. So definitely save, and save. My last tip for my pre-nursing students is get some type of clinical or patient experience if you can. I personally volunteered in a hospital before nursing school, and while it was a great experience, I wish I had some type of clinical or patient experience either as a CNA or a tech or something where I was more hands-on with a patient. And the reason why I wish I was is because your first day of clinical when you're actually with a patient is terrifying, especially if you've never worked with a patient before. I personally was so nervous. I was afraid I was gonna say the wrong thing, do the wrong thing, hurt the patient. Like, I just was super nervous. So I think it's really, if you can, it's really beneficial to get some type of patient experience, patient interaction, even shadowing a nurse for a day. If you could do that, I highly recommend doing that. I personally wish I had some type of experience in a hospital or clinical setting, so then that way my nerves weren't so insane. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys liked this video. Leave me a comment down below if you're a pre-nursing student or if you are a nursing student, and any tips or things that you wish you would have known before you started nursing school. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure to hit the subscribe button below to keep watching my nursing school journey. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.